We made it.
We made it. So for everyone who's joining in live, thanks for joining and hopping in. Happy New Year. Happy safe New Year to everyone. I am Callie. If you have not met me, if we haven't talked, hello. And I not only do a bunch of content here, but also have the pleasure and honor of working with One Encompass Travel. And Jackie Wade, who is here with us, is the owner and CEO of One Encompass Travel. And we've had some big announcements today. And so I thought it would just be fun to get Jackie's point of view on like all the things, get her reaction on how this has all been going. So just gonna have a little chat. And Jackie, I'll keep an eye on chat in case people have any questions we can pop in. But if you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about just like what this journey has been from the beginning to now in 2026, January 1st.
Sure. So I started this agency a while ago. So this has always been a dream of mine. I'm super excited to be here and so kind of like one of those pinch me moments. So we're like super excited. And before we get started, I did want to share with everybody our new earmark.
Yes, it's official. It's like an Oscar. You can like do an acceptance speech.
I said you can like find me around town. It's everywhere with me now, right? So we're super excited. So basically, I started this agency a while ago. I worked for a couple agencies before then, and I realized that there are some things that I felt needed to be changed in the travel industry. So we kind of wanted to do things a little differently. So like I said, I was with some agencies before, and while I did learn a lot, I also realized that I wanted, like I said, to build something very, very different. I didn't want my agents to feel like they're working alone or that they were on their own. I wanted that to create like a true team because that's something that I always missed being in my other agencies. The other agencies were fantastic. It was just a different business model. So I wanted to create a place where agents can collaborate, feel supported, and like feel like they belong. And over time, you all have really become like my family. I talk to you all almost every day. I love watching you guys grow. And so, from the very beginning, my goal was to have agents who felt ready to provide concierge level service right out of training and not really learn as you go. So, I did invest heavily in education and systems, ongoing support. Our growth has been slow at times, but also very intentional. I wanted to do things the right way for our agency. It may have taken us a little longer to get earmarked, but the result is here we are. And I'm super excited about that.
It's awesome. I will say it's been really fascinating for me. I mean, this is the only agency that I've been, working with, obviously. But I think what I've appreciated so much is just that everyone is doing their own business, but also doing it in a way that feels collaborative and not competitive. And that's hard to find. I feel like, and we know this, there's thousands and thousands of travel agents that specialize in Disney and other travel all over. But what's so nice about this group is it just feels like we all want each other to win. If somebody has a question, everyone's jumping in Slack and like responding and helping and giving ideas and sharing resources. And if someone hasn't been to a certain location, someone else in the team has. And so I just feel like there's a wealth of knowledge, which makes it easy to learn, but also really fun to just get to know more people.
Yeah, and I mean, there's clients, so many clients out there. So many people want to travel. And I think Wanda and Compass takes that competitiveness feeling out of the picture. I don't feel like that is part of our culture. And I think that it allows everyone to grow together. And everyone, we have agents from all over the country. So we're not all marketing to the same agents. Like same clients, we're not marketing the same clients, same areas. So it's really great when you guys can kind of push that aside and collaborate, and it really benefits everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's official today. Today is the big announcement day. We've been blasting it across everything. What do you see as being like the biggest difference now when you go from being, from where we were to being earmarked now? What are some of those factors that kind of play into making an agency, worthy of this title?
Yeah, so I'll start out with the benefits for clients because that's what everyone's interested in, right? The biggest difference is really, I feel, advocacy. Anybody can book a Disney trip, but once you book with an authorized Disney vacation planner, which is an earmarked agency, you're really working with somebody who has proven their experience. We have direct Disney relationships. Our trainings are always up to date. For our clients, that really means that you guys are going to know the systems before they change. Our agents are staying up to date. We have Disney trainings. We get emails weekly, if not daily. We get updates from our BDMs. We really get those information as soon as Disney releases those. We help troubleshoot when things go sideways. You know, not everything runs as smoothly as we like, but we have dedicated help through Disney to help our clients work through any issues that they may have. We also don't just book, we guide and we plan and we protect the experience that our clients are seeing. So Disney vacations are super incredible, but you know, they're complex, and our job is to remove the stress so that families can actually enjoy what they're paying for. Being earmarked now opens up a new world of on-site training opportunities that our agents get to experience. We have our actually good segue. We have our first one next month that you will be at with another one of our agents. So everyone watch for Wanda and Compass there at the Earmarked Silver AEP. But that just shows we got Earmarked. Today is our first official day, and we already have agents who will be hitting the ground running next month at Disney World to bring back more training and guidance and expertise for everybody. So that is like a really big, I think the biggest benefit to our clients is we're getting even them more hands-on training, which anyone can, like I said, book a Disney trip, but there's so many parts into it, and why not have someone who's specifically trained in doing that?
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is Disney's constantly changing things. And when I talk to clients or anyone who's just considering a Disney trip, the biggest thing that I hear from people is, well, when we went 2 years ago, we did X, Y, and Z. And some of those systems aren't the same 2 years ago, 2 years later. You know, lightning lanes are different, refurbishments are happening.
Months ago sometimes, right?
Right. So I think just being able to be on top of all those changes is such a benefit to anyone like needing someone in their corner. So I really enjoy that. I mean, you have clients that are traveling this week, and you had to make a very last minute huge adjustment to their trips, and you were able to deliver in like massive ways, including Victoria and Albert's changing reservations and getting them in. So I think that's just saying a lot to like how much we care and we're there. And other people don't have to spend their time on the phone making all of those adjustments.
As you said, I spent the day after Christmas morning on the phone with Disney for a couple hours, getting my clients rebooked who came down with the stomach flu. They're amazing clients celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. So I was really happy to be able to get that secured for them. And Disney goes above and beyond. So it's really nice having that phone line that we can call Disney agents there to help us. I told the agent on the phone that my clients were celebrating their 50th anniversary. They have the stomach flu. Well, they got them rebooked. They got upgraded them from Coronado Springs to Wilderness Lodge Club level, saved them some money. They got them on wait list. They really wanted to go to Victoria and Albert. So the hostess at Victoria and Albert took down my number and said that they would call with they put my clients on their wait list, and I got a call today, and they'll be dining there Saturday. So having those people there to help us and help our clients, I'm super, super grateful for and excited.
So awesome. I love that. You were like, oh no, I have to do, this is going to be tricky. And it all happened. It all worked out. And if anybody has any questions or anything in the, like, feel free to drop them in. We can read those too.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes I don't know who's more excited, me or my clients. I like couldn't wait to call them and tell them everything. So you also have that when you book with us. We are just as invested in your trips as you guys are. Sometimes, like I said, even more. So
Well, and that's the thing that I don't think people see on the front end, but in the back end, we have a whole Slack channel that is just dedicated to wins, and so many of the wins that all the different agents at One Compass are jumping in with are things that they're so excited that they were able to do for their clients. It's like, look at this great gift I found, or check out this reservation I was able to snag, or they're doing their first VIP tour. Like, there's just so many fun celebratory moments because we are basically living vicariously through all of our clients' travel, and we care that much, which is fun.
yes, it's so much fun.
So thinking about the difference between, agencies being earmarked, we talked a lot about like what unique values we have. When you describe One Encompass to someone, I'm kind of going off script here, who doesn't know anything about what you do or what the agency is about, how do you like quickly define what makes One Encompass unique?
So let's see. We don't just plan trips, right? We problem solve before problems happen. So we try to be that concierge level service that once you book with us, you don't have to think about your trip because we're thinking about it for you. Once you decide to book through us, we are here to make your dreams come true, right? That's what Disney's all about. So we're here problem solving before you even know that problems can happen. Our agents are trained to think steps ahead, like thinking about how the park works, what you should be doing on your downtime, transportation from the airport to the parks, from your hotel to the parks, and how it all fits together for your specific family. We know that a family of four with two under two are not going to travel the same as a couple on an anniversary trip. They're not going to travel the same as a multi-generational trip, and we make sure that your trips are booked for your specific family. We're constantly making sure we know how will this feel for you guys on vacation. Not one size fits all at Disney. There's over 20 resorts, and not everyone is suited for every agent. So really, we're there to provide that concierge level service. I never wanted to be a book it and forget it agency. We want to be there with you every step of the way. So that is one thing that really sets Wand and Compass apart. Our level of proactive planning, that comes with the experience that our agents have of training and teamwork and that collaboration. If they don't know something, another agent does, and that really will help all of our clients. So like I said, behind every itinerary that we have or every trip that we're booking, our agents sharing insights, updates, real world experience. And that really, if you book with one of our agents, you're really booking with the whole team. So that's something that I'm super, super proud of. And I love it. And I love watching the little community that you guys have created and the little things that you do when you collaborate together. It's awesome. So yeah. I think that sets us apart.
There's so many incredible people to follow too on the social channels for Wand and Compass. So if you even just type in Wand and Compass, you'll find a bunch of different people, but also you'll see a bunch of people in the chat who are just part of this awesome, awesome business. Question, you talked about how Disney is always evolving. We talked about how changes are always happening. As you've looked at kind of the evolution of Disney and planning for Disney trips over the last couple of years, what do you feel has been the biggest difference maker for you in being able to adapt to those changes? Like, what are some of the things that you could basically look back and say, like, because of how quickly things are changing, these are the things I have in place and we're ready for it? Like, what has that been like for you?
Yeah, so Disney travel has become so much more dynamic and it requires a lot more strategy. There are a lot more tools and more choices and decisions out there that clients and guests have to make before they ever arrive, and it can be overwhelming. So we've really adapted by really doubling down on education. We've built out a robust education platform for our agents that kind of go through the booking process, understanding client needs, the ever evolving Lightning Lane, Genie Plus, Multi-Pass, Premier Pass, everything that's come out for them, even things that have nothing to do with us here, it benefits our clients. Setting expectations for our clients and being well informed before they even go on their vacation. So we really try to be that true level concierge instead of a booking agent. Like I said before, we're there to help you with every need that you can have, and the best way to do that is to stay educated, stay up to date. Our agents are always reading emails from Disney, updating their Disney College of Knowledge certificates, they're following the social media accounts. So yeah, I'd say education is really how we've been evolving and trying to stay up to date and keeping our agents ahead of the game so that they can help our clients.
Yeah, I will say something I say often, and I'll say it here too, is be careful of the Facebook groups that are just these massive groups with tips and tricks and all the things. And so much information that is shared in there is so old. It's just outdated, and not because it was maybe that long ago, but to your point, it's just a lot has evolved and a lot changes. And I've seen people get such bad advice or just old advice there. So it is really important, that education component. One of the other things that's making me think of is I'm going to do a shameless plug for our Wand and Compass YouTube channel. We've got a lot of content on there. I think what was this last year, we had at least one new video every week populating, and the whole series on all of the different Disney resorts, 5 minutes about each resort, each hotel that you can stay in at Walt Disney World. So there's a lot of good information for people to check out on their own, but also things that we're all exploring and researching and learning to stay up to speed on and sharing back with everybody. So if you do not follow Wand and Compass on YouTube, go do that.
Yes, we have our star right here with us. And we really have our YouTube, we are very proud of that. And Callie, we're very grateful that you have all the hard work that you put into that. But we love being able to show, clients love looking up room tours and resort info, and we love to be able to provide that to them. So it's been really great to, like we said, knowledge for agents. We also have our knowledge for clients out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked a lot about Disney World, but obviously being earmarked with Disney is not just about Disney World. Tell me a little bit more about like, are we, for the agency and people that don't know, like, what are we selling for Disney? What are all of the different options?
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite parts of what we do. I love Disney World, but it is so much bigger than the parks. And many clients don't realize that. And once they do, it opens up a whole new world of travel. Disney has cruises. They have Alani out in Hawaii. There's Adventures by Disney, and they're incredible for any different type of travel you're looking for. Families, couples, and even adults only trip. I know so many just think of Disney as the theme parks or for children, but there's so much more to it. And a lot of clients start with Disney World. A lot of clients may start with Disney World or Disneyland with kids, and as they get older, their kids get older, and it's time to branch out. And that's where we come in to help you spend time educating our clients on which Disney experiences fits their current season of their life. So like I said, sometimes it is Magic Kingdom for families with young kids, and sometimes it's sailing on the Caribbean, or it's exploring Europe with Adventures by Disney. As our kids age or our interest changes, we really like to be able to provide different opportunities throughout Disney. And the best part is all of those destinations come with the Disney service and experiences that we know and love. So it just, our job, like I kind of like to think it as our job is to match the magic to the moment. So it might not always be Disney World, but Disney just has so much to offer, and it's so much fun because once clients start, like, there's so much to explore. It's so much fun.
There is so much to explore. I feel like Disney cruises are such an exciting transition point for people. And I just met with Jenny, who's one of our agents, last week, and we talked a lot about her cruising experience. And she is at a point in her life where her kids are out of the nest, and she and her husband still travel on Disney cruises because they know it's like the quality is amazing, the experience is great. We have a video with Jenny telling us all about that coming out soon. But yeah, there's so much more than just the parks. The parks are amazing. Parks can always be part of a trip, but there's also a lot beyond that.
Yeah.
So I have one more question, and then anything else you want to chat about, we're here to chat. But the last one I wanted to ask you is just, it's a huge honor and distinction for One Encompass. And to be honest, Jackie, this has been your baby. You have taken this from one point all the way through quite a journey, including a whole rebrand and a lot of different things that went along with that. And at the end of the day, it's this team that you've built that's been part of this journey, and it's evolved over time. But when you look at the team that you've got today and you look at the team that you have at One Encompass, how do you see the team of agents at this point contributing to kind of where you are now?
Yeah. So honestly, becoming earmarked has just been it's been an amazing accomplishment for all of the agents. When I got the email, when I got our earmark box, it was really like a moment of, wow, we actually did this. And the most amazing thing I think about becoming earmarked is that it's not something you can apply for. It's something that you have to earn. So Disney, there's nothing you can do to become earmarked besides stand out and hit some of the requirements they may or may not have, but it's not something you apply for. So my very first thought was like, all of the late nights our agents have put in, the learning curves we've done, the moments where we've questioned if we're doing things the right way, all of that kind of, I realized that, wow, it really mattered. And then I thought about all of the agents, because as much as my goal for the agency was to become earmarked, it's never just about me. You guys are what makes Wand and Compass, and this milestone really belongs to all of you guys. Wand and Compass is what it is because of the agents who are behind it. You guys all care deeply about your clients. You show up ready to learn. You take pride in representing our brand. Most of you all have stuck with us through our rebranding. We've had we went from, we used to be Chasing Neverland, we're now Wanda and Compass. It was scary at first, but our rebrand, I think, has really given the agents the confidence, and everyone has taken off. I think the Wanda and Compass rebrand really gave everyone a different feel. We really wanted to be that luxury concierge level brand, and that, I think, now represents what we're here for. And you guys really have embraced it. You guys have supported one another. Everyone has held themselves to a higher standard, even when nobody's watching. You guys are really taking care of your clients. Earmarked status really is a reflection of our culture, which is really heart led. We're detail driven, and we're really rooted in that client service. And I'm so, so, so incredibly proud of everything that we've built together. And honestly, we're just getting started. It's only January 1st, right? We can only go year. Like, what a way to start the new year. I can't wait to see where everybody is gone. When I started this agency, we had, I think, 4 agents, and it was a dream to become earmarked and be recognized at Disney for the love that we have for them, for them to actually see that and all of our hard work poured in. When we decided to bring on more agents, we hired a core group over a year to a year and a half, and it's been amazing watching you all grow in these roles. And really, I mean, you guys got us earmarked. I could only do so much, but you guys are really the heart behind it. So it's been fantastic watching this, and I'm so proud of you guys and everything that everyone's done to help support the agency. I literally could not ask for a better team.
It is too much fun. You've built a culture, and the team that's here, I think, is so excited to be making magical memories for all of his clients, and we have a lot of fun doing it. I think you can tell when people enjoy their work. It should show up in special ways, and I do feel like that's true for anyone who's had the honor to work with anyone from One Encompass. But yeah, it's only the 1st of January, so sky's the limit. Who knows what we'll do next? So excited to share more about the earmarked training at the beginning of February. Jenny and I will be there, and we will blast everything across the socials that we're learning and bring back lots of knowledge. So make sure you're following along on all of our journeys. But congratulations, Jackie. It is such an exciting day. It's an exciting season. Congratulations to the whole One Encompass crew. You guys are the best. But yeah, just thanks for sharing all of your passion for this with us, your expertise. Look at that.
Right.
She's beautiful. Look at that.
Right. I am.
Mhm.
I cannot wait to see where you guys all take us this year. Like I said, it's the 1st, so we have a whole year ahead of us. So I'm see where we go.
Yeah, all good energy for the new year.
Yeah, I'm super excited. This was fun.
Yeah, and we'll do more lives. If anybody likes it, anybody wants us to jump on more often, we'll get a bunch of different people in, so you're not just seeing me all the time. But Jackie, thank you so much. Thanks for jumping in and sharing more about your vision, your baby, and we are all proud to be a part of this continued growth journey.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for joining, everybody.